everyone, it's Robin again. This is another episode of Project Eden's Garden. As you could tell by the thumbnail and title, just again, disclaimer, the audio in this video is going to suck. The audio from my microphone, the audio from the game should be fine, but it's gonna get better, I promise, in a few episodes. The series goes on for a total of 5 episodes, but bear with me, thank you. And back to the game. Project Eden's Garden. Oh yeah, so the last we left off, we were supposed to, oh my gosh, that. Oh.
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, you can check for yourself. Okay, about all of the, rooms, unless she's trying to get me killed. Wow, even the movement is so nice. And sprinting. So we're starting out with the first left storage closet. There she is. The room was almost identical to what Eva had described earlier. There was no real organization or meaning to anything. It was just filled with completely random crap. What did I tell you?
I see.
It's definitely a messy place. Yeah, that's right. Let's move on now. I should probably listen to her. There was no reason for me to look inside this room. Especially when we might have found out. I suppose so, if there's nothing to observe.
Damn.
This room looks just like the last one.
Correct.
I told you so. I feel like we're gonna find something in one of these rooms, and that's why it's having us check every single room. Hey, this room is different.
Damn.
This room just...
Correct.
Whoa.
Damn.
Correct.
So it's letting us go upstairs. The upper floor was in a lot better condition than the one below, but that wasn't saying much. Water stains covered some parts of the walls and ceiling. I could only guess a pipe had broken and started leaking. There didn't seem to be any mold, at the very least.
So...
The room with the unconscious man should be above and adjacent to the boiler room. That means it must be on the other side of this hallway, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, given we walked away from the boiler room to get here. Alright, let's investigate. Strange painting. Oh. It was a portrait of a girl dressed in a creepy mask. Looking at it for too long is just gonna freak me out. Maybe I'll have time to investigate this later. I'm gonna assume it's this room. Taking a deep breath, I pushed the large doors. I pushed open the large doors. My bad, guys, I'm terrible at narrating. It's a dining room? Wow, this is a pretty stylish looking place. It's a lot better maintained than the rest of the building. Okay, the vent should probably be...
Huh?
Before I had the chance to react, the woman drove her fist directly into the side of my head. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
Damn it.
Why did you just hit me? I'm not gonna embrace a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. She knows something? So your instinct is to attack everything you see? Hey, I've already spared one guy in a suit. I'm not letting your guard down a second time. So the other guy woke up. Oh, it was him.
Hello.
This guy's outfit he's wearing.
So...
We've met before, haven't we?
Curious.
I was about to say, I recall seeing your faces on the train. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the two of you were standing next to each other. Do you guys know each other? Not at all. We only formally met a few minutes ago.
Anyways.
Well, you were still knocked out by the sleeping gas stuff, right?
SOYBEAN!
Don't remind me. That's an interesting
Come
nickname.
again?
Ugh.
Yeah, that's right. I said it. You're soybeans. Just like those loser next to me. What? I disagree, but we should focus on what happened on the train. Who uses soybean as an insult? I don't know what the fuck happened, but 1 second I was on the train, and the next I was surrounded by total darkness.
Ugh.
The place was like a solitary confinement chamber. I thought I was gonna suffocate in there. The reason I'm saying it like that is because I've messed up so many times it's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
See that?
See that pantry over there? Yeah. Turns out the door was unlocked.
Jeez.
And you were inside that pantry? And she kicked open the door and nearly jumped out of my skin. What the hell were you doing while she was in there? Waking up.
Ugh.
Isn't it unfair? I got stuffed in some tiny pantry while this guy had an entire floor to himself. Whoever's responsible for this must have been jealous of your talent. And what's your talent? You won't believe how many jealous bastards turn to crime in this industry. Wait, is she the ultimate golfer or something? I knew there was a golfer. And who's the other girl? I don't think she ever told us her ultimate.
Hey?
Industry, what's with the dumb face? You know who I am, right? Was I supposed to? A cultured swine.
My name's Grace Madison, ultimate golfer. Don't forget it, Soybean.
Why is she calling him a soybean? Grace Madison. So Grace. What a interesting, no, ironic name for such a stuck-up girl. The ultimate golfer, of course. Since the two of you were on that train, that means you're ultimates as well. What about you? Can you tell me your ultimate talent?
I'm Wolfgang Akere, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card.
He's very attractive. I like him a lot. I'm Wolfgang. It's a very interesting name. A lawyer? It's way better than being a golfer, but for such a young looking guy, I didn't expect him to have a talent like that. His age must be a part of what makes him an ultimate.
Pardon me.
You look confused.
I'm
not confused, I look too young, is that what you think?
I understand.
I get that a lot. Even Miss Madison said it.
Whatever you say.
'Cause it's true. Well, don't you think the same can be said for yourself? I'm not wise in the way of sports, but I've always had the impression golf was an old man's business. Yeah, that's right. Not that young women shouldn't take the reins. The sport's probably in need of a revival. It's a tough industry, but that's 'cause we gotta fight for our recognition, not sit around for 7 years and do F all. Sounds like the average high schooler, now that I think about it. Hey, how old were you when you started college?
No, thank you.
That's personal information I don't intend to disclose. You're a piece of work, aren't you? What happened to talking about the train? These guys seriously have their priorities skewed. For real, man.
So,
You have them too.
look.
We're all wearing the same wrist straps. You were busy talking, so I figured you wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out. So what is her ultimate? I forgot. Wrist strap, you say? These fuckers are more like mini shock collars.
By
Yeah,
the
you're
way,
right. Those aren't mutually exclusive. I heard you the first
Well?
time. So you tried taking it off, did you?
Yes.
Same with you? Actually, it was me who tried taking it off. The stupid thing zapped me when I did.
let's see.
I suspected it wasn't unique to Miss Madison, though I hadn't tried to remove the strap myself.
Strange.
Equipping everyone with a strap that shocks them. What could justify doing something like that? A killing game? Well, what's the purpose behind the strap?
Soybean!
Are you daft? It's to shock us. The thing is, we seem to receive a shock if we try to remove it.
How can this be?
So why aren't we allowed to remove these wrist straps? What I want to know is, who even put these things on us? The answer to those questions might be something we have to figure out ourselves. She's very suspicious. It doesn't make sense for me to be abducted and taken somewhere I don't know, surrounded by a bunch of strangers and forced to figure out why. It doesn't make any sense. Why is this happening?
Hello.
Hello?
Are you talking to me?
No.
Look behind you. Confused, I turned to see what had captured everyone's attention. Uh-oh, is it a mini talking bear? Oh, I remember her. She's the ultimate matchmaker. She's so cute. For a second, I thought I was seeing things. Peeking at us from the corridor was a small girl. Who are you?
Is that
Is that a fucking gremlin? Aw, come on. Just 'cause she's short,
Miss Madison!
you'll scare her if you shout like that. Aw, he probably thinks she's a little girl. The girl had left her position by the corridor and slid into the room. Now I could see for certain that she was a kid. What the hell? Why is a kid
For
here?
your information,
I am not a gremlin. Did your mother never teach you manners? It's rude to backtalk strangers you haven't met. No way, the gremlin can talk. Y'all stop. She's so insulting. I just told you I'm not a gremlin. If we must make comparisons, I'd rather you liken me to something more elegant. For example, Kappa. That's not much better.
Be careful.
Be careful what you say to her. This girl seems awfully young.
Can't you see?
She doesn't seem young. She is young. What's going on here? Why is this child wandering around? You know, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I also saw you on that train. You were hidden behind some other people, so you were pretty hard to see. I assumed you were sitting down or something. It didn't even cross my mind that you might have been an actual kid. Cowering behind a bunch of strangers, huh? Figures I didn't see it. Still, what the hell was it even doing on the train? I'm sorry, she's not an it. What is wrong with you people? That's what I'm wondering. A kid's got no business with people like us. You are all so stuck up. I do not appreciate your misguided comments about my age. I am a professional, just like the rest of you.
No.
You mean you're an old?
Is that really true?
Sorry, that came out as a whisper. I didn't think children can qualify as ultimate.
I am an ultimate!
Must I keep repeating myself? I'm not a child. I'm a professional.
Jeez.
Oh, she's blushing. Well, what is it you're so good at? So you desire to know my talent, do you? Normally, I decline further conversation with rude people like you. But given our circumstances, I shall be single on the matter.
I am Toshiko Kaiyura, the ultimate matchmaker. Nice to meet you, I suppose.
That's...
Matchmaker? Aren't you a bit young for something like that?
Get a grip!
The gremlin's obviously lying about having a talent. I bet it snuck its way onto the train because it saw all the commotion. Now the little bastard is stuck with us. Why are you so rude to kids? I know she's not a kid, but God.
Look at what you've done.
You've made her upset.
Of course not.
I know better than to take a gremlin seriously. Don't think you can just use my own insult against me.
Miss Madison.
Grace. What?
Moving on.
So if I have things right, all 5 of us were on that train. So one of his catchphrases is Miss Madison. So he must be saying it quite a lot. It seems like they're close enough to know each other though, for real. What about the other people who boarded it? Do you think they've been kidnapped as well?
Indeed.
That is correct. Apart from us, there are 11 other people. 11, counting us, that makes 16. Yay, you're good at math! That's the same number of people who were on the train.
Quite.
I've become well acquainted with them.
Filthy.
The only person I've been avoiding is a frustrating boy I woke up with. You wouldn't believe his manners. And she also woke up with another person. I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Aww.
as does everyone
I
else.
suppose.
Speaking of, would you like to meet the others? I think they should know about you
Very
too.
well.
That would be helpful, yes.
Wonderful.
Very well. I shall serve as your guide as we embark on this new
Take
journey.
this seriously.
Don't sound so happy about this. This is a kidnapping, not a college orientation. Then again, it's not like I would go to most orientations willingly. Maybe those two events aren't that different after all.
Well,
Where are the others right now? Obviously, they are outside this building. There's an exit not too far from here. Follow me.
It's for the best.
She seems to know more than us. It wouldn't hurt to entertain her. So is this something similar to the third game? Let's see what this thing has up its sleeve. Outside this building. So there's even more to this place than we already seen? Are there other buildings just like this? Exactly how big of an area are we exploring? Standing here won't give me any answers. I should find the exit already. Well, I'll tell you what. I think this is the academy, if it's anything like Danganronpa. Are the paintings anything to go by here? Or are they just weird? The woman's mask wore the unmistakable nose and horns of a giraffe. Definitely not a live one. Oh, here we go. This painting was one I recognized. I'm pretty sure my high school team had to research it for a debate. Whatever we were trying to argue, I scrubbed it from memory. It needed to make room for the next debate somehow. One thing's for sure, the woman in the painting didn't wear a mask. And the liquid she's pouring, it definitely wasn't blood. Are these real paintings? Talk about the stuff of nightmares. Is she supposed to be a hyena? The ears are really big though. Maybe it's a wild dog. Whatever, I'm missing my time here. No, I'm going to investigate everything. I don't care. Forget about the mask. What's that weasel looking for? Once the rest of the room, the kitchen looked really nice. It was clean and fully equipped with utensils, and the cupboards were stocked with all kinds of food. Question is, who is this kitchen even for? It can't be for us, can it? I think it very well could be. This was where that loud golfer girl, Grace, woke up. It would have been funnier if she was shoved into the refrigerator instead. You know, just like how Kaede was shoved into the locker. Yep. I've seen this painting before. Well, the version without the mouse. It was ages ago, during middle school, I think. My class visited a really fancy museum. All this time I've been remembering the man as a gesture. He doesn't even have the right clothes. Okay, well the rest of them are over here. I really like this man.
Trust in the process.
Miss Hero seems well acquainted with the layout of this building. We should follow her directions for now.
Soybean!
That's how me about it.
Ugh.
Can you not call me that? Alright? That's very annoying.
Hello.
Toshiko isn't happy with
Jeez.
happened. I thought you guys would
Get
leave
to
it
the
on.
point.
You can save the excuses for Toshiko. I don't really care. Okay. Really late. You waiting?
Boy!
Only because the gremlin insisted. I didn't even realize you got behind until she said something.
Unfortunately.
I'm ashamed to say this thing.
Well,
By the way, what are the others doing there? Exploring something else, probably. You don't sound very sure of yourself.
filthy.
They had the nerve to tell me to stay put while they inspected the area. If they don't want me exploring, then I suppose I'll explore by myself. Sounds like she just wanted to show
Are
off.
you done yet?
Who cares about that? The guy's here now, so let's go already. Yes, and then the others will realize their foolishness.
Wonderful.
Onwards to the great outdoors. The little girl turned to face the door, but instead of pushing it open, she reached for the lock I hadn't even noticed before. The door opened with a long shriek, and we finally saw what was waiting outside. Standing before us, bathed in sunlight, was a massive Romanesque courtyard. Finally some sunlight.
Damn.
This courtyard, I wonder if we can escape by climbing over the hedges. The hedges are tall, but if we try looking for a
Hold
rope,
on.
I doubt it's that easy. The devices we're wearing will probably shock us. Let's see if you're right.
Soybean!
Go on, Soybean, climb the hedge.
Stop.
No.
Unfortunately, it's pointless to climb the hedges. How do you know? If you take a closer look at the sky, you should understand. The sky? Yeah. Do you see anything strange? Anything strange? No, there's nothing standing out to it. Wait. As my eyes tried to adjust to the glare of the sun, I noticed the shape of the clouds weren't normal at all. No, it's almost as if they were concave. It's fake. Just like third game. The sky is curving inwards.
How can this be?
Could it be? Are we looking at a hologram?
Come on.
This size? No way. That's gotta be a 360-degree projection or something.
That's...
You mean the sky we're looking at is actually a video panorama? It sounded completely ridiculous when said out loud, but at the same time, it made too much sense. If this is a 360-degree projection, wouldn't that mean we're inside some sort of dome? Such is the truth I have long recognized.
Come off the grass.
Wait, you knew the sky was fake? Why did you call this dump yard the great outdoors? It was for dramatic effect. In truth, I haven't seen natural sunlight since the moment I woke up
A
here.
cause for concern.
No sunlight? You really didn't see any windows in this building?
No.
None at all. No windows means no oxygen. We might be suffocating as we speak. We've survived this long. I think we'll be okay.
Hey.
You're acting way too nonchalant. Doesn't this place bother you at all? It's a dome with a fake sky. That's like something out of a movie.
So,
Maybe whoever brought us here wanted to recreate the feeling of being outside, in lieu of actually letting us outside. Sure, if you want to make a broad assumption.
you see,
In a situation like this, making assumptions is all you can really do.
Fair.
Whether or not the sky is really a projection, it's not something we can do much about. For now, we should remain focused on meeting the other students. Above the inane chatter, I heard a quiet, high-pitched noise, sort of like a mouse's squeak. It was so unlike the current conversation, it automatically stood out. Hey, can you guys stop talking for a second? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
hey,
Hear what? It almost sounds like whimpering.
strike me pink.
I just heard
Oi,
it.
you.
Who the hell's crying? Quit hiding and come talk to us. Do ignore the shrew. Her bark is worse than her bite. Who are you calling a shrew? The crying seemed to have stopped, but whoever it was refused to come out. Can we just leave them be? If they don't want help, it's not our issue.
Goodness!
Don't be so heartless. This could be someone in need.
Be careful.
To the girl that is crying, please excuse my friend here. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you more scared.
You think?
Do you really think that's going to convince them? I knew it was her.
Eh?
Hello, I wasn't...
Hello.
How about you tell us your name first?
Eloise Tellner. I'm the ultimate fencer. It's really nice to meet you all, even if it doesn't seem like it.
Ultimate fencer, was it?
Strange.
That's strange. Someone who's prolific at fighting shouldn't have a reason to hide from
That's
people.
not...
It doesn't focus as much on courage as people think. The key to fencing is the ability to predict your opponent's moves, along with having the agility to avoid them. Acting brash may get you the first move, but it's a steady and analytical mind that secures the move. That's kind of impressive.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I get really excited when it comes to the subject, so I can't help but
Listen to me.
But I have to ask, why were you hiding from us? She stood there quietly, deep in thought.
Okay.
When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was
Kind
here.
of like...
There were several strangers around me, and they were also panicked as well. I felt like a mouse caught in a trap. Everything around me was so suffocating.
Oh.
That's why I ran away immediately. I really don't like it when people can see me like that. I relate to this woman. I can't even call my mom. My phone wasn't on me when I came
I
in
understand.
here. If it's any reassurance, it seems my friends and I are in the same situation.
Seriously?
That's probably the last thing she wants to hear. And since when were we friends?
Well,
Was there anyone with you when you woke up?
Mm,
Yes, but I didn't get to talk to them before I went into fight mode. Sorry. So this girl is just as clueless as us, and it seems she also passed out on that train. Damn it, what the hell is going on here? Were you the only people in that building, by the way? Miss Kayura is currently introducing us to everyone else. Would you like to join?
maybe...
I think I want to stay here where I am.
Very well.
When I meet the others, I'll tell them to gather here. That way you won't be alone. Also, if everyone's together, we can discuss our next course of action. Yeah, I'll wait here if it makes things easier for everyone.
Many thanks.
Compared to before, she looked a lot calmer. Wolfgang knew how to handle the situation pretty well. Or maybe he just knows how to handle people in general. I guess it's admirable. This is fucking cool for a fan game, guys. Like, remember, this is fan-made.
See?
The 11 students I mentioned before, 5 of them were woke in this courtyard. I also woke up here. It makes a group of 6. If everyone was split into pairs, it would check out. Similar to you, the surrounding sky gave us hope of a world beyond the courtyard walls. But no sooner after I fell for the dome's illusion did the cracks begin to show. I have no doubt that it was the intention of this place, inspiring hope in order to crush it. A fake sky, a huge dome. It's like something off the set of a reality show. If it turns out we're being forced to take part in one, forced to take part in a reality show, I seriously doubt that. I don't! Reality shows have a pretty questionable ethics, but I've never heard of one kidnapping its contestants before. There's a guy over there. They look pretty fucking awesome. The guy was leaning against the hedge with his hands in his pockets.
Nice.
Looks like he found some friends.
Indeed.
Indeed, why don't we say hello? He looked at us and waved. I resisted the urge to wave
Pay
back.
attention!
Have you no manners? Talk
All
to
good.
them. Alright, my bad. Clearly amused, he stood up straight and faced us.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to act like a dick. This is definitely more explicit than any of the other, like, actual Dungeon games. Today's just been all over the place for me. Not an excuse, I know.
I suppose.
We can forgive you, if you give us your name. Easy enough.
I'm Desmond Hall. They call me the ultimate marksman.
Nice.
hear me out.
A marksman? That must mean you're really good at shooting stuff, right?
Right.
That's right. I have a really good eye for my targets. Guns, bows, slingshots, you name it. I've hit the bullseyes with it.
Hold on.
With all those weapons, I must ask. You haven't killed anyone, have you?
Whoa!
Never. I realize my talent may leave some people on edge, but I only practice on stationary targets. Moving targets are really outside of my comfort zone.
Believe me.
I've never taken human life.
I see.
Good to know. For such a serious question, he composed himself pretty quickly. Guess this guy knows how to keep his cool. So where's your partner? We all had one to my knowledge. Oh, you mean that pirate guy? He was, well... he was fine, harmless for the most part, just a little too extreme for me to be around. In situations like this, I prefer to keep to myself. I know that sounds less cooperative, but, you know.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Oi!
You alright?
You...
Did you just say a pirate?
Hmm.
It sounds dumb, I know. I wouldn't buy it either if I hadn't spoken to the guy myself. It's gotta be that one freaky dude on the train, right? The buff one with the dragon tattoo?
Yep.
That's your man. He went through the door over there, so... I gotta see
Totally.
him. You have fun with that, just saying. The guy's a little out there.
By the way,
Desmond, do you see that girl in the gray uniform over there? I told her I'm going to bring everyone here. I think it's important we discuss the current situation as a group. Could you give her some company while I'm gone?
Easy enough.
Oh, sure thing. The others are an odd bunch, so good luck convincing them. You may act casual, but being the ultimate marksman must take a lot of diligence. Always keeping a steady hand, always thinking on your feet. There's probably a lot to learn from someone like that. Everyone else must be in the building up ahead. Perhaps they are discussing something.
My.
Let's head over there and find out, shall we? Holy hell, is that a tree? That thing has to be like 60 feet tall or something. A sight to behold, isn't it?
That's not it.
Let's not get too excited. It's only a tree.
No.
I'm not even sure we can
could
say
you
that.
explain?
Care to elaborate? I don't quite get what you mean. Eva bent down to crush one of the fallen leaves in her hands. I didn't hear any crunching or tearing.
Interesting.
This is a faux tree.
Impossible!
How could someone possibly manufacture a tree this size?
Look at this.
If it's real, explain why these leaves don't make any noise when I break them. That expression said it all.
Quit it.
Why the hell is there a huge fake tree?
Interesting indeed.
It'd be hard-pressed to find a school with an installation like this. You'd be hard-pressed to find it anywhere. I feel like you'd only see this in a museum or
In
something.
any case,
This building certainly has a strange aesthetic. That's one way to put it. The tree was in the center of a large circular room. Surrounding it were a bunch of people I recognized from the train. This tree reminds me, if anyone's played Wizard 101, it reminds me of that area with a big tree in the middle and then like the mentors or whatever around it where you could choose what wizard you wanted to be. It reminds me of that. These must be the others Toshiko was talking about. Counting the two we just met, this is everyone, correct?
Indeed!
Correct.
What's wrong?
Is something wrong?
You see?
If everyone from our train car is here, where are the other people who were on the train?
That's...
Good point. There were other people, right?
I'm sure.
Of course, the Academy said they reserved that train for its students. Yeah, but did you actually see anyone?
Let's see.
I never left our car, but I know Miss Madison
Hey.
did.
I apologize.
You mentioned leaving for the bathroom, remember?
I see.
I passed a bunch of students on my way to the crapper. I didn't talk to them though.
Strange.
They had to have heard the commotion in our car. Why didn't they help
Damn.
us? Maybe they were also knocked out.
Anywho,
I doubt it's something we can answer right now. Can I just introduce you to the others already? Yeah, that sounds like maybe they may be taking part in a different killing game, or maybe they just... I don't know.
I understand.
We should familiarize ourselves with the people who are currently here.
Yeah.
I guess it's the only thing we can do right now. Regardless, the whole thing was pretty baffling. If the other students on the train passed out, where are they now? And if they didn't pass out, why did they not help us escape our car?